Sa eksklusibong panayam kay Vice President Sara Duterte, binigyang diin niya na tungkulin ng sinumang opisyal ng gobyerno na sumailalim sa drug test o anumang competency exam kapag ito'y hinihingi ng taong bayan. Kaugnay ito ng alegasyon ni Senador Amy Marcos na nagdodroga umano ang First Family. Pagdating sa isyu ng korupsyon, kabilang ang kaso laban kay Zoldy Co at ang paratang kay dating House Speaker Martin Romualdez, nanindigan si Duterte sa prinsipyong to see is to believe. Sinagot din niya ang ilang tanong, kabilang ang kanyang pagdalo sa susunod na budget hearing at update tungkol sa dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte.
We suspend Senator Robin Hood Padilla. May I have the floor.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Before I make the motion to suspend.
Maraming salamat po, Pinunong Mayorya. Meron lang po akong katanungan sa ating kaibigan, Senator
Yes,
Bill Gatchalian. Opo. Kanina po kasi ang usapan ay salitang English. Mas mainam po Tagalogin ko. Opo, at maintindihan po ng ating mga kababayan sapagkat yung akin pong imumungkahi at itatanong ay patungkol po sa ating mga katutubo at sa mga kamusliman. Una po, napag-usapan po dun sa interpelasyon na sumang-ayon po ang ating mga kasama po si Senator Mig Zubiri, patungkol po dun sa Sharia Court na inyo pong susuportahan. Gusto ko lang po malaman kung kasama po ba yun dito sa committee report po ninyo?
Wala po. Dahil yung committee report na una ho yun doon sa plenary debates.
Yun po ang tinatanong din ng ating mga kasama. Pati po yung napag-usapan po doon sa pagpapatitulo ng mga ancestral domain. Wala din po.
Wala rin po. Wala rin po.
Ano pong ibig sabihin nun aking kaibigan? Bali, ito po'y magiging individual amendment po ito. Ibig
Tama
sabihin.
po.
So, pwede pong mangyari na hindi po ito ma-approve.
Depende ho sa fiscal space at kung kaya po ng budget.
Gusto ko lamang po malaman po ninyo na inaasahan na po ito ng ating mga kababayan na Muslim. Ito po ina-approvean na natin, batas na po ito. Inaasahan po ang Sharia Court. Ganun din po ang mga katutubo na hanggang sa panahon na nandito po sa interpelasyon ni Senator Loren Legarda na sinuportahan po ng ibang senadora katulad po ni Senator Risa Hontiveros na ang pagmimina, ang pagsasamantala po sa ancestral domain ng mga katutubo, nangyayari po yan dahil wala po silang mga titulo. At nangyayari po ang mga rebellion dahil hindi po alam ng mga Muslim kung saan sila tatakbo dahil ang Sharia Court po ay nasa 2 lugar lang. Maraming salamat po.
Ako po personally sinusuportahan ko yung mungkahi ni Senator Robin at yan ay pwede maging parte po ng individual amendments po natin.
Salamat po.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you. Majority Leader. Senator Kiko Pangilinan is recognized.
Yes, dadagdagan ko lang yung puntong nabanggit ni Senator Gatchalian at bilang pagsagot doon sa katanungan ni Senator Padilla bilang subcommittee chairman ng Subcommittee J, tayo po ang tumalakay sa judiciary budget at doon tinanong ni Ginoong ni Senator Robin Hood Padilla yung usapin po ng dagdag na budget para sa Sharia. Tayo rin po ay sinusuportahan yung pagdagdag nung nasabing pondo. For the record, Mr. President.
Thank you. Majority Leader. Senator Pia Cayetano is recognized.
Mr. President, I share the concern of Senator Padilla, but this is the reality of lawmaking, including the budget process. Because I handled the budget of NCIP, when the good senator brought to our attention the concerns of the indigenous people na wala ngang mga titulo at matagal na nga daw niyang sinusuportahan yon, tinignan ko yung record. Yung mismong NCIP, hindi naman nag-submit ng kanilang budget proposal na magdagdag ng pondo para doon. So, paano ko naman gagawin yun na wala man lang submission coming from the agency? At sinabi natin to on record during the plenary debate. So, sabi ko kay Senator Robin na napakaganda nung concern nyo. The indigenous people are blessed to have a supporter like you, pero the agency has to do their job because we cannot invent these figures if wala namang pinopropose. They did not do it in a timely manner, Mr. President. So I suggested to His Honor, pwede kayong mag-submit ng amendment because I'm sure the chairman will accommodate a very reasonable request such as that, Mr. President. So for the record.
Senator Padilla.
Opo, maraming salamat po. Napakaganda pong mungkahi. Ang akin lamang pong pinapaliwanag, tayo po ay nandirito na. At tayo po ay nakapakinig po sa nangyaring interpelasyon na ginawa po ni Senator Loren Ligarda na patungkol po sa patuloy na pagsira ng kalikasan at ginagamit po ang mga lupa ng ating mga katutubo. Kaya po ako nakiusap na kung gusto po nating marisolba itong kaguluhan na ito, at ito pa po ang dahilan ngayon kung bakit nagkakaroon pa ng mga recruitment po uli ng mga rebelde dahil po dito sa pagsisimula uli ng pagsasamantala sa mga lupa po ng ating mga katutubo. Andito na po tayo eh. Ito nga po, pinag-uusapan nga po kanina, sinabi nga po, nagkakaroon na nga po tayo ng mga malawakang pagpapalit at pagpapaganda ng sistema ng paggawa ng budget. Bakit hindi pa po natin ito talakayin ngayon na? Bakit pa po natin kailangan ito padaanin pa sa kung saang butas ng karayom? Ang inyo pong mga kapatid ng katutubo ay naghihikahus na sa sobrang pagsasamantala sa kanila. Yun lamang po naman. Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Senator Robin. At yung mga magagandang mungkahi po ng ating mga senador ay pinipilit po natin masama po sa budget at humingi rin po ako ng mga rekomendasyon sa ating mga vice chairman na humahawak po ng mga komite niyon. At admittedly, this process is a new process for all of us, and but this is in line with what we desire for transparency, Mr. President. So, Mr. President, with that, may I seek a minute suspension, Mr. President?
Session is suspended for 1 minute.
Honor, may I propose the following amendments to the fiscal year 2026 General Appropriations Bill, House Bill number 4058 under Senate Finance Committee Report number 18. For the Department of Public Works and Highways, deduct the amount of 2 billion pesos from the payments of right-of-way, 1 billion pesos under the various completed projects for the payments of right-of-way, ROW for nationwide/central office, and another 1 billion pesos from the various ongoing projects for the payments of right-of-way, similarly under the nationwide/central office. Let me explain, Mr. President. Mr. President, the nationwide central office's payments for right-of-way appropriations are redundant, as funds are already allocated regionally. If these funds are essential, they should be allocated to the relevant regions. Hence, the amount deducted from the payment of ROW shall be the source of the proposed budgetary amendments. Number 1, state universities and colleges. For the state universities and colleges, on the proposed budget of University of the Philippines system, an increase of 30 million pesos for the UP and CPAG governance reform, innovation and transformation collaboratory or GRIT labs. The UP and CPAG governance reform, innovation and transformation collaboratory has served as a cross-disciplinary platform that develops informed data analytics, evidence-based research, and capacity-building programs. Through this program, UP and CPAG assisted the Senate and other government agencies in data analysis and policy reform. The budgetary increase will meet their critical operational needs for continued meaningful collaboration between the academe and government reform. Department of Transportation. For the Department of Transportation, an increase of 400 million pesos for the construction of the DOTR CARS Regional Office Again, let me explain, Mr. President. The DOTR is a revenue-generating agency. Its reported collections in 2024 were 13.2 billion, targets 13.4 billion for this year, and projects 13.5 billion for 2026. The DOTR Cordillera Administrative Region alone generated about 393 million pesos in 2024 and has already accumulated revenues of about 197 million from January to April this year. Despite being a revenue-generating agency, the regional office of DOTR CAR has been renting from the Philippine Postal Corporation, incurring an annual rental expense of 1.96 million. And it must be noted that the DOTR CAR already acquired a 2,300 square meter parcel of land in 2018. Further, this project was originally part of the Tier 1 proposal of the DOTR to the National Expenditure Program, but to this end, funding the construction of this building is not only practical, but also a fiscally responsible strategy. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, I would like to thank Senator Lacson for helping the committee to find sources. Yung po pinakamahirap po maghanap ng source. And I would like to thank Senator Lacson for identifying items that are unutilized. Tulad po ng right-of-way. Yan po talaga ay mabagal po yung utilization. So, Mr. President, the amendments are deemed submitted for consideration of the body.
Thank you, Mr. President. Next, Anti-Red Tape Authority, very close to the heart of the Majority Leader. On the proposed budget of the Anti-Red Tape Authority, an increase of 90,991,000